Alright guys, so we are in Marvel's Spider-Man 2018. This game is probably my favorite Spider-Man game actually of the three. I would say so anyway. I enjoyed 2, but it just didn't have that same feel that 2018 gave me when I played that originally on my PlayStation 4. But today we're not here on a PlayStation 4, we are here on a RTX 5090 with 9800X 3D at 4K max settings. Now, there is a caveat to max settings, because unfortunately this game does not allow us to support frame gen with NVIDIA cards. Well, it does, but it only through AMD's FSR. So we've got a few settings to run through here. Now, of course, we are literally on the max setting, including 16 times anisotropic filtering. That's always a tough one to get out. And we've got ray tracing on very high with the furthest object detail. Everything is on very high where possible and high where very high is not an option. The only things I've got off is the camera effects, because I personally don't like them. I think they just make the game look worse in every way. Film grain off, sharpness is left as is, but everything else other than that is maxed out. Display wise, we're at 4K. My monitor caps out at 160, but you'll see it above because I've turned off VSync. Now, I would advise playing with VSync on if you are just playing the game, because it obviously syncs your frames. It just keeps things more stable. HDR I've got off for now. Frame gen is off because there's only AMD FSR frame gen. We've DLSS quality, and that's what I've been playing on so far in terms of showing you in this video. So let's dive back in. There is the odd stutter here and there where things just do that in this game still. Unfortunately, it's actually worse in the newer Spider-Man titles, but other than that, this game runs really well. And if we had frame gen, it'd be lovely, because we could actually bring this above, well, probably like if we had 4 times frame gen to inject into this thing, we'd probably be at like 300 plus FPS. But I do want to also add, we are running at the new DLSS transformer model. We were using preset K through the NVIDIA app to get this to look even better than, probably even better than native resolution in some cases. But anyway, it looks very, very good. We're just going to like swing around here. I miss the wingsuit when I go back to this game though. That's one thing I would love added to this game, would be like a wingsuit, because it just feels like so good with the new one, to be honest. Now, I know it wouldn't make sense story-wise and stuff, but it's kind of a nice addition to have in that new game. Anyway, actually, the stutters are mostly okay. I do want to briefly just look at turning on AMD FSR frame gen. We'll look at some other features as well, because obviously we can actually go to like DLSS performance with this transformer model and still get a really clean image. But as you can see, just with FSR frame gen, not even like using DLSS 4 times, we're already at nearly 200 frames per second, which is absolutely incredible, and it actually feels really good. Now, my monitor caps out at 160, so I'm not even utilizing what this game is actually looking like, but imagine we had that 4 times. Like, we could actually be up to 400 frames per second, so it's a shame that we don't have that option. Anyway, so 190 frames per second here with FSR frame gen on, with DLSS quality. That is a very good way to play this game if you've got a incredibly high refresh rate, like 4K 240Hz monitor. This is probably how I would actually play it with this. If you don't like frame gen, then obviously you can turn that off, and we can do some other things so you can see what that would look like as well. But I gotta say, this is a very, very good way to play this game with frame gen and having a high refresh rate experience. Excuse me, with DLSS quality on the transformer model. So let's see what else we can do. Now, we can go into settings, obviously, and we can turn this off. Let's go to something like performance, because in the end of the day, we are on transformer model, and we do actually have some really decent upscaling here. I'll reset my 1% lows in a second, so you can see. You know what? The difference between DLSS quality and performance doesn't seem to exist in this game. It's actually almost running worse than it was with DLSS quality. Let's test this theory. Let's go up here. Let's stand here, okay? What are we at? Oh no, it is better, just in movement it's definitely worse. So we're at, I don't know, the frame rate is so all over the place, like with DLSS performance. That's kind of weird. But if we look about 140 frames, right, 141, around that 140 mark, right, let's go into settings, and let's go to display, and let's turn on quality, apply, yes, reset our 1% lows, and we're still around that 140 mark. That's kind of bizarre. well then you might as well play on quality. That's very interesting. I wonder if we're just like CPU bottlenecked or something like that. I'm not sure. You guys will probably have a better understanding than me. I just like testing it and seeing what frame rates we can get, but I don't understand all the reasoning behind everything necessarily all the time. But I think we might be CPU bottlenecked because doing things to the GPU is not making a difference. So, you know what? I'm actually quite impressed by this game though, because I remember looking at this game and kind of using it as a test, and I feel like the stutters have definitely improved. Let's do some fighting here. Let's see what's gonna happen. Frame rate wise, we're good. Yeah, I think we're all good here. There's no issues. 1% lows occasionally drop lower than I would like. Like it's, you know, it's a 5090. I'd rather have 1% lows not near 60 frames, to be honest, but overall it's not that bad. I would absolutely play in this way. 100% I'd play in this way. And with VSync on, it would probably be even better experience, to be honest. But what I was going to say, this game, by the way, is just amazing. If you haven't tried this game and you're just like, oh, it's a Sony game, you know, I don't want to play it on PC. Sony games are fantastic. There's some absolutely stunning games, and I seriously suggest you play it out, because you are missing out if you've not played all of the Spider-Man games, to be honest. This is one of my favorites, of course, because it's, you know, it is the original one, and I don't know, it just feels so good to play, and the story is really good. I think the story is better in this one than the other ones. I've got like an issue with my Bluetooth at the moment. I don't know if people have it, but I have the Sony WX1000 XM5s, whatever they're called. I don't know the name because it's a stupid name. But I have those headphones, and when they're connected to like an Android phone, or my phone and my PC, they kind of go crackly. But as soon as I disconnect it from my Android phone, it's fine. It's kind of really weird, but let's shoot some stuff here. Don't let him web you. Well, it's a bit late for that. Boom, let's do this. Yeah, we're good, guys. This is looking very good. How do I use the focus bar? I can't remember how to heal. Oh, there we go. Down, I think it is on the D-pad. But yeah, I need to play these games again, to be honest. Now I've got a 5090 and just kind of go through them again, because I haven't played them on PC fully all the way through or anything. But I do need to. Get rid of that. It's just amazing. Okay, so I don't know what else that we can really test. Like this looks fine to me. Like, I mean, it doesn't just look fine, it looks very good. We've got really good frame rates, really good performance here, and oh my god, how many more are gonna keep coming? Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that guy. I love that you can stick them to like the walls that are behind them and stuff. That's really good. It's just a very well thought out game. Oh wow, we're gonna die.
They're hiding drugs in the concrete mix.
We're actually gonna die. Oh man. I'm just gonna keep healing. Just keep spam healing. And hopefully we're gonna recover health gradually. Okay. Oh my god, that's so fast sometimes. You know, I was just about to say how sometimes the combat feels kind of easy, but it's not. We're doing okay. We're recovering health anyway. The combat is kind of easy in some ways. Like, it's not, you know, it's not meant to be crazy hard. If you turn it up, if you do turn the difficulty up, it will be much more challenging, but, I mean, that's kind of obvious. I'm trying to talk and speak. It's tough. Maybe I'll just stop the video here, because I don't think there's much more to say. I kind of wanted to do another swing around the city and stuff, because it's just impressive and it looks good, so... But also, while we're doing this, please let me know what other games and things you would like me to test, because I'm always looking for as many games as possible to obviously test. I've got a big long list I'm keeping track of, and anything added on that you want to see, you know, I will prioritize. If there's like a specific game you're really interested in seeing, then I will prioritize that. So do let me know if there is anything that you would like to see. God, I forget how long this goes on for, man. There's so many people here. What are we doing? Is there like a quicker way of doing this? Okay, we got back to max health at least. Let's get this guy. Get rid of this guy with the Ultra. Maybe I'm not supposed to do this at this point in the game, and I might come... Because I don't actually know, like, kind of how far through I am in terms of, like, the story, and whether I'm supposed to be kind of doing this at this point, so... I didn't mean to do that, I meant to flip him the other way. Let's get rid of it. Should have stayed in bed, the guy said. Oh dear. This guy. Get that guy stuck to there. Oh, I don't have any webs left. Okay, we did it. Fine, we done it. Okay, right, we're out. We can leave now. Oh, we can't. There's always a loading screen at the end. But yeah, 1% lows aren't actually terrible. Not too bad overall. Now, I don't think there's much more to say. I think this game runs really well on 5090, as it should. I think it should run better than it does. Like, I think it just should run better than it does. Can we skip this? No. Okay. Alright, now we can get out. Let's go. But yes, I think personally it should run a little bit better than this on 5090. If you was to turn ray tracing off, then yeah, it probably will run really high, but I don't really want to even test that because there's no point. Like, if you're buying a 5090, there's no point buying it and then turning ray tracing off. You might as well buy like a 5070 at that point. Like, it's kind of stupid. So I'm happy with this. Like, 80, 90 frames per second. Honestly, if you want to turn on FSR frame gen to get well above that and get close to 200 frames per second, then you have that option. It's just a shame there is no DLSS frame gen. That's my biggest complaint about this game. That would be a really nice addition to have. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now, guys.